I honestly don't know what makes me happier, when we find a big budget title that meets our expectations, or an out-of-nowhere surprise that might be a smaller game that really impresses me and hooks me in. And I think that's how I'm going to describe this next one that we're talking about. It's called Stardrone.
Stardrone.
What did you think of Stardrone?
Well, I think it kind of has a terrible title. I know what a drone is, but a drone also is a kind of tone of voice in which you don't want to hear, and so you just think, this is Stardrone.
We're just going to drone on
Let's
about
go play
this game.
Stardrone. But then I started playing it. I mean, it's kind of like pinball crossed with asteroids and a little bit of Geometry Wars.
Yeah, and there's like a swing mechanic that's kind
Sort
of like
Hook Champ. Yeah,
right,
for
and
sure.
What was cool about this game for me is that it feels like it's steeped in retro arcade nirvana, but it's fresh. I've never played anything exactly like this game. There's elements of this game I've played in lots of other ones, but this is a totally different experience. And honestly, I think this is one of the strongest move games that I've played so far.
Well, you don't have to play it with the move. In fact, I didn't. I just played it with the regular controller.
I used the move, and I was really impressed. It adds a whole bunch of new challenge when you're trying to navigate and pick the right hubs to swing off of, but it was constrained. It wasn't a totally super crazy, ambitious move game. It was just something that asked you to be precise with your movements and small and intricate with your movements, and I thought it worked really well.
This is one of those games that I just wanted to play the next level. No matter how difficult and how much cursing I was doing.
Very tough.
And the difficulty is uneven. There are huge spikes early on, and you're going to be challenged, and you're going to be frustrated. But when you finish, there is this kind of palate cleansing that happens where you just forget how difficult that was, and you just want to go on and seek the next challenge. And I think whenever a game does that, that's a magical moment.
Win.
You have to go around and actually physically touch different empty lights to light up these series of lights.
Yeah,
and
the little stars.
You have to get all the stars lit up in order to complete the level. Then there's other objectives, like where you have to collect
pieces of a star to fill up a star.
And then there's boss levels that are like bowling alleys, where you just sort of have to maneuver your way through this field of hazards.
And it's so tough because you've got spiky ridges, and then there's even boss creatures that will follow after you and chase you down. You really are just dealing with momentum. You don't really have thrusters on your little drone.
No control.
So you're just shooting out a tether to whip you around, and you're using the orbit and momentum to get you through all of these levels, and you feel like a genius when you complete one of these things because they're so tricky.
It's all self-evident. I figured it all out. And then there's this great sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that you get.
I can't remember how I found this damn thing, but I know that it's buried in there, and I found it and downloaded it and was so glad that I did.
So Victor Lucas made the effort to hunt for it. I think you should look for it too.
Absolutely. 9 out of 10 from me.
8 from me.